Imagine a war that ended with more than 20 million people die. European lives in ruins, economies are destroyed, and the world wants one thing: peace. But the question is every peace truly peaceful? The agreement had signed after World War One, the Treaty of Versailles, was supposed to end war forever. Yet, only 20 years later, it was pushed toward World War II. Today, we are going to explore what was the Treaty of Versailles, why did Germany hate it so much, and how did this treaty pave the way for Hitler's rise to power. World War lasted from 1914 to 1918. It was an industrial, brutal, and unprecedented war. The two main sides were the Allies, France, Britain, Russia, later the United States of America, the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary Empire, and the Ottoman Empire. In the end, Germany and its allies were defeated. In November 1918, an armistice was signed, but a formal peace was still needed. In 1919, the leaders of the victorious nations met in Paris to decide the terms of peace. The most important figure were Woodrow Wilson, United States of America, George Clemenceau, French, and David Lloyd George, Britannia. Here's the key point. Germany was not allowed donations. It was simple told: sign the treaty or the war will continue. Now, let's look at the treaty itself. The Treaty of Versailles included several major clauses. The war clause. One of the most controversial part of the treaty, this clause states that Germany alone was responsible for start World War I. This wasn't just symbolic. It's become the legal basis for all punishment that followed. For the German people, this was a national humiliation. Massive reparation. Germany was forced to pay about 132 billion gold mark in reparations, an amount that practically destroyed the German economies. The result: extreme inflation, people made well-borrow full of money to buy bread, desperate. 3. Military restriction. Germany was almost completely disarmed. Army limited to 100,000 soldiers, no tanks, no air force, a very small navy. The Rhineland was demilitarized. For the nation proud of this military strength, this was deeply humiliation. 4. Territory loss. Germany lost significant part of the territory. Alsace, Lorraine, returned to France, large areas given to Poland. All overseas colonials in Africa and Asia were taken away. Millions of ethnic Germans suddenly found themselves living in foreign country. When the treaty was presented to Germany, the reaction was explosive. Politicians say this is not a peace treaty. It is a peace that is ordinary German left, humiliated, betrayed, surrounded by enemy. As a result, the Weimar Republic was weakened. Extremist movement grew. People began searching for a savior. This is exactly where Adolf Hitler enters the history. He reported claim the Treaty of Versailles was unjust. Germany must become powerful again. Revenge was necessary. Historians still debate this question today. Some argue Germany truly was responsible. Its power had to be limited to prevent another war. Others believe the treaty was far too harsh. It caused anger, poverty, and radicalization. and it made another war almost unavailable. Even the famous economist John Maynard Keynes warned this treaty will destroy Europe, and unfortunately, he was right. The Treaty of Versailles was meant to end World War I forever, but instead it planted the seed of World War II. The treaty teaches us an important lesson. A peace boiled on humiliation and revenge will never last. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe my channel and comment below. Do you think the Treaty of Versailles was fair, or thank you so much for watching my video.